Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Inheritance. So this movie is about a wealthy man, powerful man, who dies suddenly and leaves everything to his wife and daughter. And evidently something happens. There's a shocking secret involved in this that unravels their lives or destroys their lives somehow, some way. So very vague on the IMDb synopsis. It's at 5.3 on IMDb, but it just came out today, so who knows. We'll get into it here a little bit, find out what it's really about, and then I'll ultimately let you know what I think. So Lily Collins is in it. I don't know who else is in it, but let me get into it, see who else is in it, and see what it's all about, and I'll loop you in. Stick around. Hey everybody, I'm going to do a quick check-in here. We're watching Inheritance. We're at the 59 minute 17 second mark. And it's an hour and 51 minute movie. I forgot to mention that in the beginning. But she's gotten her inheritance. So Lily Collins plays the daughter of a very wealthy banker, I believe. Chase Crawford plays her brother and the son of the wealthy banker. Now, he dies of a sudden heart attack. They kind of showed it in the beginning. So it's not really a spoiler there, and we knew he died. And you know, they read the will, and oddly enough, the son gets $20 million, and the daughter gets $1. They haven't really elaborated on it. She alludes to the fact that obviously he was his favorite, but it doesn't show them like the father-daughter having like a falling out so much. But I think they maybe a little bit here and there, but not enough to. You know, you can see the stark difference in inheritance. But in addition to her $1 million, is he gives her the secret that we talked about. So he provides her with a USB thumb drive, and he had a pre-recorded statement for her, which is a vague way of telling her there's a secret for her as well that she has to keep to the grave, which I'm not going to tell you because it's not in IMDb, so I won't tell you what it all is. But you find out rather quickly in the beginning of this film exactly what the secret is. So now she's inherited the secret that she must take to the grave. Also, I'm trying to think who else. Simon Pegg's in it, and that's the only. I mean, some of the other actors I recognize, but don't know their names off the top of my head. But she's a DA, district attorney. Her son, her brother is running for office of something. So he's on a pretty big political campaign. So they got the banker, the lawyer, the politician, and so she's trying to now. She's also married with a child, so she's trying to navigate her career, her family, and this new inherited secret. So she's getting caught up in a tangled web, if you can imagine. It's kind of interesting. I like it so far. It'll be interesting to see where it goes. Once you find out the secret, it's slow rolling, I would say. So we're not sure why the secret was a secret yet. But hopefully, I mean, we do, I think, but they also lead you to believe that the reason it's a secret might not necessarily be true. So there's a little bit more mystery and intrigue going on here. But we got a little under an hour left. So we'll see where it goes from here. Kind of interesting, kind of creative. But I'll stop in at the end and give you my final thoughts. So stick around. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Inheritance, and I have to say, it was okay. I kind of liked what they were doing, but the whole thing comes down to, like, how does it end, right? What's the twist, if you will? Because it can't just be going the way it's going to go. They got to do something here to really shake it up. But they throw something at you. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, because you have no idea what's going on, because I barely gave you anything. But they throw something at you, and okay, I'm okay with it. But, in any kind of movie, you're going to fail if you do what they did. So for me, their conclusion, their their twist or whatever you want to call it seemed to me like you could make this entire movie up, have the entire movie play, and then just say, okay, this is how we're going to do the ending, and it just whatever anybody wants to make up at that point. Whereas a good movie, people who create good mysteries with a nice twist at the end, leave a little breadcrumbs throughout, a little foreshadowing, so that once the ending hits, it's like, oh, I didn't even think of that, but they were leading me there, that kind of thing, and it all makes sense. That's when you have a good mystery with a twist movie at the end. When they just throw something like, oh, here you go, that doesn't make it enjoyable, well, of course I didn't guess that, because there's nothing said about any of that coming into that point. You know what I mean? Hopefully I'm making sense to you, but they need to insert little pieces there to give you the clues so that you can start guessing, and then even though you guess completely wrong, but it makes complete sense. I can't believe they played with my mind for an hour and 51 minutes. No, here they just said, hey, here's a really good plot line, and that's how we're going to end it, So that there's the best part about it. It's a good plot line. There's Lily Collins is the district attorney for Manhattan, right? She deals with the big question of do the right thing, or maybe don't do the right thing to protect yourself, kind of. And that's what most of the movie's about. It's like, do I do what is right, or do I do what's going to benefit me the most, in a sense? And she struggles with all that, and she has to make her decision. But there's things that she does that I don't think the district attorney of Manhattan would do. I would expect that person to be very intelligent, very logical, have very good common sense. Not her so much in this one. Not that she's a bumbling idiot, of course, but there's things that they have this character do that is not logical, does not have common sense, So there's a flaw there. The flaw in the ending, as I said. The good things are, one thing, I like the creativity of the different plot line, even though they give away what the inheritance is a little early. I would have liked to have that drag along a little bit more, but that's okay. And the other piece that I really liked, for the most part, like I said, Simon Pegg is in this. You don't even really recognize him, but eventually you do. Once you realize, oh, now going into that's Simon Pegg. I didn't know, but I thought he did a really good job up until the last 20 minutes, I'd say. But other than that, I think the first hour and 30 minutes that he was in, anytime he was on the screen, I thought he did a pretty good job for Simon Pegg. That's what I got for you. I'm trying to be as vague as possible. I think it's worth the look-see. Don't set your expectations too high. Enjoy the ride and get ready for an ending that might even be different, because they could just flip the ending any way they want, no matter when you watch it. Depends on what rental you get. No, I'm just kidding. That's always fun, though. But anyway, that's my review for you. Check it out if you like these mysteries, but I think you'll be set where you need to go on it. I'm in the 5 area, I think. Maybe a 6. I don't know. But drop me some comments if you watch it. Love to hear your thoughts. Do you agree with what I said? What do you think of Simon Pegg? How about that ending? And that's it. If you want to, you can hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. If you haven't told all your friends about me, tell them. And no matter what, continue to come back to Kimmel's Irish Pub.